Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love it.
Oh, it's the best circuit ever. It's just amazing. I mean, a lot of close walls, but just so nice to be back out.
Yeah, my first time on the island, first time racing here, so all being well, it should go good.
I'm still thinking, hold on, I'm going to go out and be like, what corner is this again? But remembering some of it, we'll get there.
I've got a lot of admiration for all the passengers. We can only arrive as quick as good as the passenger lets us, so.
Yeah, it goes very well. I really enjoy it.
It's just more bumpy than anything I've ever done before.
Yeah, it's very, very quick, challenging. It's a lot different. There's a bit more furniture here, let's say. So yeah, we'll go out and see what we can do this afternoon.
What a race that was. It was exciting for us to watch. Incredible.
Oh, it was slippy.
Yeah.
I couldn't work any of the lefts properly, because if I did, the back would spin out. But
Yeah,
made it work, didn't we?
Yeah, he made it work. He had a couple of hairy moments, didn't he? Makes you go, ooh.
Yeah, it was good fun. I mean, Jack said he wanted to race with his dad, so that was a race with his dad, wasn't it?
Really good. I mean, last year we came in, I couldn't race because I was injured. To come back and get a podium, yeah, well placed, and especially for William.
Absolutely loved it. It's a brilliant race.
Yeah, a bit slicker in the wet, but that's all the more fun, isn't it?
It was spectacular to watch you two battle out first, so well done. I know it wouldn't be the way that you want to finish it.
No, excellent to get a win on my first time here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was very, very fast. Thank you, Jack. I was just hoping to stay on, to be honest, and I did that, so it was a win for me.
Driver's mistake, hitting a neutral and gifting the win, but he deserves a win. He's done very well this weekend.
Yeah, it was alright, was that? Fortunate Jack missed his gear and took advantage.
Pleased with that, very pleased. Good end to the pre-TT weekend.
The problem with racing here is it makes everything else seem a bit of a step down.
Oh, I love it. There's nowhere better, is there? Great club, great people. It's just great, isn't it?
Hello, freewheelers around the world, and welcome to the third and final day of the 2025 Pre-TT. What a Pre-TT we've had so far, and what a race I think we're in store today. It's around the brand new MOTOR ISLE Billown circuit, and it's going to be fabulous. Behind me there, once again, we're in front of the scrutineering, you can see the 1300 Bellis Vincent outfit there of Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves getting themselves ready. We're just over an hour before the kick-off of the second sidecar race. Now, we're going to go and catch up with some of the teams, of course, don't you worry, but let's just have a little bit of a recap about what happened yesterday. So it was a very, very wet race. In fact, all weekend so far, we've only had one dry qualifying session, and that was yesterday afternoon. And in the race, Marvin Van Meulen and Troy Klinker took pole position and first place. Now, Troy Klinker is a newcomer to this circuit, and that was exceptional to see. In second place, we had Sepp Noel and Kobe de Hoek, and they are both newcomers. It was fantastic. 50% of that podium was newcomers today. There's 6 newcomers here, and 3 of them were on the podium. And then in third place, we had Tony Ferkel and William Morley. They've been around this circuit many times, and I think their experience just played into the wet weather and it gave them a tremendous result. Now, today we will be going off the same qualifying grid, which means it's the same grid as yesterday. So on pole again we have Marvin Van Meulen and Troy Klinker, followed then by Sepp Noel and Kobe de Hoek. And there was a few problems yesterday, the few non-finishers. Greg Lambert had a problem with the chain. We're going to go and see if we can catch up with them. Kenny Howells didn't even manage to finish the warm-up lap. However, I think it's going to be all sorted today. They've been working through the night. So come on in, let's have a little wander around and see what we can find. I love the pre-TT. Like it's called, it is a pre-TT. And it's like a prequel, it's like a little taster of what's going to be in store for next week. but the atmosphere and the mood is just tremendous. I think they're just taking their bike there for scrutineering, so we're a little bit unavailable, but it'll be good. And the biggest thing today is look at the weather. We've got some grey clouds and they can stay away. The rain isn't forecast until after the race this evening, so hopefully we should be in for some dry, fast racing. Be interesting to see how those big outfits handle today's weather, because there haven't been a lot of dry laps, as I say. Now let's go catch up with some people. Have we got 2 minutes? Yeah. So, Tony, how are you feeling for today's race? Obviously, it looks like it's going to be a dry session.
Not looking at that over there, I don't think it is. But anyway, we'll wait and see.
And you also had a tremendous result in the wet yesterday, another podium again.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, very unexpected, but yeah, it was good. I kept up with these lads for sort of like a lap and a half, and then I thought, when I had it broadside down through Great Meadow, I thought I'd better back it off a bit here.
I see.
So that's what we did, and just went for the finish, and luckily we got third place. So that was absolutely brilliant. Well pleased.
Well, you certainly should be. Now, just talk about today. So if it is a dry session, obviously you're running the BMW 1070 engine, aren't you? And there's 750s in this about. Do you think the bigger engine will handle it better in the dry, or do you think?
I don't know, because that thing of Marvin's is quick.
Yeah.
That Triumph, and if it's dry, Danny's out on that 1275 Vincent, and that's quick.
Yeah.
So 4th, 5th will be a good result.
Fantastic. Well, you've qualified 5th, and you'll be setting off from that position again today. Is it good to have a carrot, or do you prefer to be near the front?
I like a carrot. I like somebody to chase.
Oh,
yeah. When you're out on your own, it's especially somewhere like here, it's difficult to judge the speed that you want to be going at. But if you've got somebody just in front of you and you can catch them, and then pass them, it's even better. And it started raining.
It has just started raining, just to be talking there. So everything I just said before, I think you can forget. But but you don't mind the wet though, do you, Tony?
No, I don't mind it. I don't like it as much around here as I do on short circuits. I don't mind it on short circuits, but around here there's just too many walls.
I see. And did it affect visibility much?
Yes.
The different
Yeah, it does if there's a lot of spray. Hey, I'll have to go and get my brolly and put it over my bike.
No bother. See you soon then, Tony. All of it. Now, let's see if we just catch up with Trevor here, because I've heard that they've had to withdraw. Can I just catch up with you really quickly, just about... Sorry if you're just getting between mouthfuls, but I hear you've decided to not participate in today's race.
Yeah, well, Eddie's the driver. You checked the bike out. It hasn't been out for a while. There's one or two things wrong with it, and he said it's not fair to other riders to go out. The suspension's gone hard, and it really wouldn't be safe to get it up to racing speed. So
you can't really afford to take risks such as that round, especially on a circuit like this.
Yeah, well, that's it. That was his decision. It's gone out, and it's obviously something's not right. And this is not, we're not in the position to sort it out now and instantly. So safest for everybody. We call it a day. Very sadly. But
obviously, to this first meeting back for a few years, do you think we've seen more already in the and yourself in the classic scene, and maybe next year?
Yeah. There's no intention of packing up. It needs to be right.
Absolutely.
Eddie's been out for a long time, as you know. I haven't, so I'm a bit more race prepared. But no, we'll definitely be out.
Fantastic. Well, I'll leave you to your lunch anyhow. But thank you for them few words there. Well, it's great to see. The legend Eddie right back again. Of course, maybe unfortunately, we won't be able to see him go around this circuit today, but hopefully very soon we shall see him back again. It doesn't sound like they're going anywhere. I think I've just seen Marvin just come round here. Marvin Van Meulen just round this test. Oh, now that rain, it's gone bitter. It's been quite a nice day today, in all honesty. I thought we were going to be out for some good dry racing, but now that rain started to come out, it's icy. That's going to really affect the track temperature. Could we get a quick interview? Could we get a picture?
Quickly disappeared.
But so it looks like it's going to be wet again today. But you had a good race in the wet yesterday.
Yes, yeah, love the wet. Like it in the wet. Like to slide about.
Perfect. Does these almost motorbike and sidecar looking outfits, are these more? are they completely different handling to a lie-down chassis?
Yes, they're on much narrower tyres, so in the wet that helps because it cuts through the water more effectively. So it slows the fast guys down more than it slows us down, so it helps. And being on narrow tyres, it slides around a bit, which just makes it great fun. Fantastic. Love it.
So, hello, Pooch. You're very interesting, aren't you? So it's the last day of the 3TT. Have you had a good 3TT so far? Like, have you enjoyed it? I mean, obviously we've been a bit of a wet one, Mike. But it seems that we had some smiling faces about.
Yes, we've had a great time, really. Yes, it's weather. I don't mind it raining. It's, the only unpleasant bit is that it's wet. Yeah. The racing is great. Yeah. And
of course, we're starting 10th again today, but it'd be quite good to get on the back of those bikes. I think you were having a good scrap with Alan Warner yesterday for quite a while.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's it. We'll have a good go at Alan, see what we can do. We've got Dewan behind us, who's keen to have a fight with Alan. Yeah. But I said to Dewan, you've got to get past us first. We'll see. It'll be good fun.
No, super. And can we just briefly touch on the fact that last year you had quite a big crash. It's really fantastic that you're back here this year.
Yes, we had a bit of a crash at Scarborough, but yeah, we're back. Fine, no problems. Yeah, all good fun.
Fantastic. And you race with the British Historic Racing, is that right, in England? And how are you doing in that championship?
Yes, we do, British Historic. We've not done very many. In fact, we've only done one round with them so far. We'll probably do many more. We'll do Jardine in Belgium. We're going to do, next race for us is the Bob Mack Memorial up in Scotland. We're hoping to go to Schleiz in Germany and then Oschersleben in Germany. And then we'll do a few British Historic Racing Club, in between.
I mean, you mentioned quite a few European countries here. It seems, and obviously we've got the fantastic, Amand van Meulen and Seb Kopp here and people. It's quite a big scene of classic racing in Europe. Am I right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're trying to do more because it's great. Yeah, European guys are great, very helpful. In fact, Cobas helped us out yesterday with a problem with scrutineering. We needed something welding, and he stepped up straight away. He said, bring it to my van, I will weld that for you. And he did, off the bike, into his van, welded, back on the bike, through scrutineering, out for qualifying, no problem. Tremendously helpful of them. But that's the Sidecar paddock. Everybody is very helpful. It's fantastic.
It's great to have that community spirit into there, especially around here when you need it.
It is, yeah, it is. It's great. It makes the racing so much more pleasant.
And it's quite windy and the temperature is going to be a bit iffy today. But I think, but have you got any targets for the race, or just same again?
No, same again. Do the best we can. The conditions are going to be what they are. We're not trying to anticipate them. Just go out, do our best, and have fun.
Fabulous. Well, thank you very much. Can we get a freewheeling off you? Marvellous. Right, good luck today. Oh yes, it's really starting to turn and set in now, isn't it? Alright, Chris. All right, how are you? Do you want to, hey, Chris, do a few words?
We have to.
Yeah, of course I do. So, joined by Chris Schofield. Now, you're not racing this year at TT, but you're doing quite well in the British FSRA Championship at the moment.
Yeah. Obviously, crashed here at TT last year, so started again this year, and doing all right. But, go on.
No, go on.
Just can say 4 podiums out of 6 races, so can't complain. So.
Super. And you're in the FSRA Cup class, aren't you? Now, what's the difference between that and the Super?
Basically, the Cup class is like a stepping stone to Supers. Supers are the fast boys. That's your overall championship. You get the likes of Pete Founds, Lee Crawford, Rammies, the likes of them in there. And the Cup class is just basically for us people that are kind of mid-pack, that are probably not got a chance for a podium, but so we're like a championship within a championship, basically.
So let's just go in front of that car, just get a bit of shelter going on. Can we continue this chat? So the Cup Classic sounds fantastic for sort of bringing people on and bringing people through to get fast.
Yeah, definitely. We started in 2018, and it brings you on because you're racing with faster people and people with better track knowledge and things like that, and they bring you on, following them around, racing with them. brings you on massively, and we've proved that it works. So.
And trying to bring people on, your current passenger, he's not quite a novice, but he's just coming through, and he's got potential, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely got potential. He's a good little passenger, Sam. He struggles every now and then, but we talk about it. We change things up, and yeah, to be honest with you, the first 3 circuits we've been to this year are completely new to him as well. And I'm a new driver to him, he's a new passenger to me. It's a new bike to us both. So yeah, it took a bit of getting used to, but we've done the job, and yeah, he's a cracking little passenger. Superb.
And it's great to see a lot of youthful faces around the paddock now, isn't it? It's really good to see you come through.
Definitely, especially with passengers. We went a few years where the passengers wasn't about. There weren't any passengers there. People were screaming out for passengers and they couldn't get them, so they were missing racing. And now there's more and more passengers coming through, and it is good to see that they are young lads and that are willing to learn and crack on and do the job, and they're good at it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see some new names and an old name, but with new people, new faces, and coming through. It's quite an exciting time to be about Sidecars, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's good to have these young lads that are willing and eager to come through, and we need it. With sidecar racing's not at the best of places, as we all know. And it does need some new young blood in there, and these are bringing it. Hopefully they can, fill these passenger seats up and get more people out on circuit.
Yeah, now we're talking about young blood. You saw your old passenger Tom Dawkins, company only ran in Warner yesterday. They had a really good race in the wet with Anna Pope and Jonathan Christie.
Yeah, Tom's another brilliant passenger, and yeah, I believe they came 5th yesterday, so a good little run. And like I said, with weather like this, it's not the best of places to be racing, but it is what it is. And yeah,
it's coming in now, isn't it, Chris?
Definitely is, mate. We're getting wet now.
Right, I'll let you go. Get warmed up. We can just get a quick freewheeler off you. Perfect. There we go. See you very soon. In the tent again. Let's go try and get the Van Mulens one more time. Which is never a good sign out there, is it?
Solos wouldn't be able to cope with this wind, especially the lightweights.
Does the wind affect you quite a lot? Because obviously you've got walls and stuff trying to acting a bit of a barrier, but can you still feel it?
Well, it's really the main straights the problem. I mean, we was at Pembury the other year, weren't we? We came round onto the start-finish, and I thought the bike was seizing because we're straight into a 65-mile-an-hour headwind. Yeah. But I mean, this you wouldn't want to go out in this. No. We'll see. We could, and it's Manx weather. Yeah. We could, half hour's time, it could be sunshine, couldn't it? But I mean, looking across over the hills,
it looks pretty setting, doesn't it? The sky's not looking very promising, and this sound isn't sounding the most accepting of sound either, is it? Really?
No. I mean, the thing is, we always say here, if you look across and you can't see the hills, it ain't happening. So we'll just see. It is what it is. But. I mean, I must admit, last night we went out, we did the warm-up lap, got to the start line, and they put a sign up saying 3 laps, and you think, yes, So, because, but as I said, we can't complain about last night because we got 5th overall. So, in those conditions, I'm happy with that.
And when you see 3 laps, other than the fire relief that you just say that we do, but do they, affect any sort of driving style, or how you assess the first corner?
Not really. Well, the problem was we got a quick start, so he was right behind the leading group on the bigger outfits. And of course, they got wider tyres. It was just a cloud of spray. So I had to back off to see where the damn track was. But we had quite a lonely race because we didn't really see anybody else for the rest of the race.
You had a bit of a battle with Adam Pope for a little while.
To be honest, I didn't know he was there because what he does, he only tells me. I never look over my shoulder. I stand the passenger, and but he never got sort of close enough for me to worry about, for Tom to worry about him. But I mean, I've never ever in my life changed down 3 gears for Ballabeg. It was all the corners. We was just creeping round, and like the hairpins, I was taking them in second just to stop wheel spin. It was just a war of attrition.
So you go a gear higher when it's sort of just to try and take a bit of the torque off.
Yeah, because it's got quite a peaky motor. The motor I got in at the moment. So if you go in first, I'd just be sat there with the wheel spinning. So it's easy just because there's nose conditions. There was nobody threatening me. So. Rain stopped. Let's hope that's a good sign.
Oh yeah.
But
it's a bit of a scale there, no?
Yeah. So, but we said it's Manx weather. Yeah. It's what you expect. We're going to have. They said showers, and we're having showers. You didn't expect them quite so heavy. But it's just we've got to just wait and see what happens. And if it's on, it's on. If it's not, it's not. It's as you get older, you get a bit more.
We can wait for another year.
Yeah. Well, it's. The point is, I'd rather go out. I'd rather abandon it rather than go out in dangerous conditions. Eddie Wright made a choice last night because he's got a few problems with himself physically, and he said he just wasn't up for it. So you just got to look at it like that, really.
Absolutely. So if something did happen and the race didn't go ahead, what's your plans further with the bike? Are you going to try some meetings in England or Derby?
I normally, because my wife races on a Bears outfit with the BHR. I've been doing some of the BHRs with them, but we're talking about doing Scarborough and possibly going over to Shadeen this year. But the only person I'll be taking for that is Tom. So it's really whether he clashes with Tony, as he's doing with Tony Baker. So I mean, quite rightly, he's giving his priority to Tony at the moment because he's doing a British Championship. So it's just having a bit of fun. We're probably do the revival. Will you lads be down for that?
We'll be doing the revival.
Yeah, so we'll be over at the revival.
Just tell a little bit about the Sidecar revival, because it's a fantastic meeting in the start of August, isn't it? That Cadbury Park.
Basically, it's the priority at the meeting is sidecars. So you get the Formula 1s there, the Formula 2s, the Classics, the Bears. So it's a good. And it's a catch-up as well with people, because we race in different classes, there's a lot of people we don't see throughout the season. And then at the end of the year, they have the burn-up down at Lyddon, Sidecar burn-up, and that's a similar one, because that was always popular, and they're trying to get it popular again, because it's the end of the season, all the championships are finished, and you go and have a bit of fun. And it's more of a social event. But racing's still serious, obviously, but you get to see people you haven't seen for years and all this lot, And it's, as it is really, like Eddie, I've been racing against Eddie off and on as a passenger and a driver for like 40 odd years. So you see, they're all old friends, and it took me a lot of years to realise the social side of racing is just as important. We go over, we travel from the Isle of Man, go like a couple of weeks' time, we're going down to Pembrey. Well, that's a day trip for us, to ferry and everything else. We're at the meeting for 48 hours, and we're on the track for probably about an hour. So if you're not enjoying the social side of it, like we get on with Tom, he's a pleasure to be with, sort of thing. You get other passengers, they get off the bike and go off in their own tent, and you never see them. So the social, my old driver used to say, if there's 75% on the track but 100% in the paddock, I'd rather have that one. It's no good having a good passenger if you just don't get on with them. No. I've known drivers and passengers never even speak to each other, hate each other, but they're good as a pair. But as you get older, you want the social side of it as well,
Well, exactly, and especially down here at the pre-TT, obviously, now don't get me wrong, you all take it very seriously, but there is such crack, for want of a better word, in the paddock, isn't there? Between not only in between teams, but between the whole paddock, really.
As you know, you've been around sidecars long enough now to know, like when we were racing with the BHR, one of our friends had problems with his brakes on his bike. Well, it was like ants. There was about 4 people sorting his brakes out for him. You know, people were taking bits out the back of their vans, and even if somebody who's a competitor, you want to beat him on the track, not him sat in the paddock. You know, and the TT, one year, the guy's engine blew up, and his son had the same road bike. They just took the engine out of his son's road bike and then put it back in at the end of the week. You know, you don't get that with solos.
No, it's such a great community and great fun community. But excuse me, Alan, the rain's cleared off. I think we're going to have a little venture outside. But thank you very much for the hospitality there and letting us take cover in your humble abode. But perfect. Have a brilliant week.
Cheers.
Have a fantastic 4 laps this afternoon.
Cheers. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Oh. No, that's a bit more like it, isn't it, Lena? Oh, a little bit of blue sky, and if you look towards the sea, which is where the weather comes in, it doesn't look like it looks like we might be in for a little bit of luck over the next hour, because there will be. It's currently 5 to 4, but we'll be setting off at 4:40 this afternoon. So you've got, as I say, just over an hour to go. Now then, right a little word. So we had a fantastic race yesterday, didn't we? And you finished second. And how did that make you feel coming into today?
I had a great feeling about today because I thought it was going to be dry, but at this moment it's a bit of a unknown situation, I think. Yeah. But we're looking forward to it, to have a little play in the rain if necessary. So,
well, it didn't give you any bad things yesterday, so
I have quite a good feeling in the rain, but it was just. I would say I didn't know what to expect on this track with this much rain, so yeah.
So it's your first time here at the track,
yes.
And what do you make of it?
It's an amazing track. I love it, but it's just shakes you with the knees out of the knee holders. So, but it's amazing. It's amazing. Just in the dry, it's a bit more fun, I think. But yeah, we'll see. We'll give it our best shot.
Superb. And as you say, you've come here, you finished second, you qualified second, you've been setting off second again today. But what do you think it is that you particularly like about the circuit? You obviously enjoy it, but do you think the fact that you race on the roads quite a lot in Europe has given you a good steed to come here?
Yeah, and I think it's just the kick from being between 2 walls, next to houses, next to all sorts of stuff in the fields, and it's just amazing to ride between with it, and just to have that feeling that you cannot make one mistake. Yeah. So, just gives you a lot of adrenaline.
Keeps you on the edge.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Fantastic. So, do you think you can do it today? Do you think you can beat Marvin?
I think in the dry it would be a great battle, but in the wet, I think he has a bit more experience with the track, and we'll see.
Fantastic. So, can I just, if you don't mind me asking, it's good to see quite a lot of young faces here. You're young yourself, and everybody about. There's a big influx of young people coming through Sidecar, isn't there?
Yeah, it is. It is.
And is that the same on the continent as well?
Yeah. There are getting a few more younger people in.
Yeah.
But for the last couple of years, I would say me and Marvin were the only young people in the field, so but it's good to see some new young faces.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, all the best today. Have you got any plans to just go out there and get it done?
Just go out there, try to make it our best, hopefully in the dry, but we'll see.
Superb. Can we just get a freewheeler off it?
Yeah.
All the best, my friend.
Yes.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. So that was Sepp Noel there. He's a newcomer here, as I say, finished second, qualified second. To me, yes, Marvin van Meulen, he won and he's qualified pole and he's basically dominated the weekend so far. I think that team there is probably my most impressive performance around here. Best newcomers. I'm blown away by them two. In the wet yesterday, when experience should outweigh talent around here, they just took it by storm, for want of a better word, and just left the rest of the field. Marvin was away, and then not far behind was the number 21 of Sepp Noel and go over the hook. Now, of course, If you've been keeping up with the two-wheeling classics now, you know that the Van Meulen family are not just from Sidecars, but they're also in solos too. And Marvin Van Meulen's brother is riding a solo here this weekend. I'll see how they got on later. Now then, could we just get a quick little word with you, Rob? Yeah. So this is Rob Coppock. It's your first time around this Motor Isle Billown circuit. What do you make of it?
Bit of an experience from no walls next to my head. So yeah, big stone walls next to my head. But yeah, good fun.
Superb. And how's your weekend been so far?
Yeah, all right. A couple of little issues with the bike, but. Yeah.
Well, what happened yesterday, if you don't mind me asking? You didn't come. Was it on the first lap that you broke down?
Yeah, just off the start with the clutch. You just couldn't get going, so obviously couldn't push start it off the line, so we had to pull out. Oh,
that's a shame, though. I think you got it sorted because I talked to Kenny before. You had a new clutch on fitted for this meeting, haven't you?
Yeah, they've been doing quite a lot of work to it, so yeah, just fingers crossed for this one. It gets us off the line.
Superb. And how are you feeling for today then?
Bit nervous, but once we're off the line, he'll be gone. I'll be pretty happy then.
It's all the same, isn't it? Once you get that visor down and away, you forget everything.
Yeah, it's one of them where everything feels uncomfortable. Your gloves don't fit, your back sector's a mess, but yeah, all good once you get going.
Superb. And what's it like to be riding a two-stroke again? We haven't seen two-strokes about for ages, really, haven't we?
It's good. It's pokey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once the revs are up, it gets going so quicker than what I thought it was going to be. But yeah, Kenny's. I'm hoping it stays wet because Kenny's mega in the wet, and we've got a bit more of a chance then.
Well, especially with that two-stroke, it'll be a lot more manageable, really, easy to handle around in the wet conditions.
Yeah, that chassis is mega. Kenny didn't even need me on the bike, really. But yeah, fingers crossed, stays wet.
So what's your plan after pre-TT then? Are you going to stick with Kenny and do a few meetings?
We'll see what happens. I mean, I wouldn't mind coming back and doing this with Kenny again next year, but yeah, looking maybe to do the Southern if possible. So because I've come here and I've loved it. So.
And that'll be with Alan, will it? Or?
Could be anyone, whoever will take me. So yeah.
Well, all the best today. I'll let you get focused because we've only got 40 minutes before lights out today. But brilliant, Rob. Can we just get a super best of luck? I hope we get your problems sorted there.
Yes.
If you ever just look in that tent there, you just see everybody. Like I say, we only got 40 minutes before the start of the race, and they're still just tinkering on there with the kettle, with the ML Quick kettle chassis. I think they've had a couple of problems. They've only completed a handful of laps this meeting, but like I say, I've got buckets and buckets and buckets of experience. You'll be putting all that to use here as they get this outfit ready to go, and I want to see it on the track because you've heard me talk about this outfit. Them kettle engines are just beautiful. The best sounding outfit, if nothing else, in this paddock. Hi mate, how you doing? You alright? Yeah, good, thank you. Trying to a quick word?
Yeah, can do.
Okay. So look, I've just found out about that paddock. Mr. Ben Gale there. How are you getting on?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yeah, thought I'd pop down and catch the sidecar race. Fortunately, got here at the right time as the rain's just stopped, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has just stopped, hasn't it? It's an interesting thing. So this is obviously your local circuit. You practically live at Ballabeg, really, don't you?
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Ballabeg Hairpin, right on the outside of the corner, which is great fun, especially. Last night's practice, we had some friends from Holland break down there.
Oh wow!
So that was good because it meant they broke down. I was able to catch up with them in the driveway, and we could sit and stand and watch the race practice from there.
Yeah, it's on. And yeah, what do you think of the race is going to be like today? Obviously, it's going to be in between conditions out there. Now we just had that massive downpour, followed by this dry weather. Did this course dry up quickly?
It can do. You'll still get wet patches throughout the trees on the backside. So. Balla whetstone tends to hold a bit of water there, and the bomb holers, as it's commonly known, that holds a fair bit of water down there. So there'll probably still be nice wet patches through there, but the rest of it tends to dry up quite quick, to be fair.
Yeah. What do you think of yesterday's result then, with Marvin Van Meulen and Sepp Nola taking a 1-2?
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've known Marvin for a fair few years now, and no, he's a brilliant rider, absolutely amazing. He has once overtaken us on the grass before, on a classic, past us at Cadwell Park, so yeah, the guy's got no fear in it, and it really shows in the way he rides. He's very fast.
Superb. Now let's just get back to you though a little bit. So how are you getting on with you've got a KTM in that Irison still, haven't you? So at the 700 last year?
Yeah, so we've still got the KTM. We've just bought a new chassis as well. So we've got a Baker chassis, but whether that'll be ready for Southern 100, we don't know. We've had a fair few things that we've had to do to it to get it running properly, so hopefully get the first test on that in June at Darley Moor and Aintree that weekend. So have a first test on that, and then if it goes how we want it to, might be out on that on the Southern 100. If it doesn't, then we've still got the old bike there that's running well. Fantastic. And is that 600 you got in that Baker? Are you still running the KTM? So still running a KTM in it. It's we're thinking of going. It was a change in direction with trying to reduce as much weight as we possibly could. So the chassis itself is about 20 kilograms lighter. Wow, that's yeah. It's a big difference. So hopefully that should help. The engine itself is only it weighs almost nothing, so it can. We were already good on the brakes, so this should hopefully mean we basically just stop dead. So between the two, so your old chassis was a Irison chassis made by Trevor Irison, and this new one is a Baker chassis made by Tony Baker that we were just talking about before. Is there a vast difference between the chassis? Apart from the weight. So the Irison was always designed for the TT. The Irison, it's a TT bike. It's very planted on the roads. You've got to be going really well in it to get your chair wheel to lift up properly. Whereas the Baker's a lot lighter. It handles in a completely different way. So on rights it's very planted still. On lefts, if you've got to get it right with your power and try and drift the back a bit more, so otherwise the chair wheel just comes straight up in the air. So completely different pasturing style. I have to work a lot more, which is going to be great fun. Just being spotted. Oh, so yeah, there's a big difference in it, but we're looking forward to giving it a go. And yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much for your words, Ben. Now I hate to put you on the spot, but 1, 2, 3 today. Who do you think it's going to be? Ooh, I would put Marvin at P1, Greg Lambert if he can keep that bike running, P2. Who's the German lads that got second yesterday?
Seth Nolan covered it.
I'll put them at third. Yeah. Put them at third. Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, there we go. Well, you've heard it here first. She's going to be right. Yeah, superb. Brilliant. Can we get a free wheel off you?
Of course, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Ben. Have a good day. See you later.
The only one that I don't. They might be putting the sidecars out next, so I'll start getting ready.
So that was just an info there. Just heard that apparently we might be having sidecars out as a next race. Sometimes they do that because obviously they've got free wheels. They generate a lot more heat through the tyres. It can help to drive the track a little bit more. The only thing is, that's a theory anyhow. It's all going a little bit quiet here around the tent. It's like the calm before the storm, especially if the news has just come out that they might be putting sidecars out next. A lot of people might be getting more ready and ready to go our race.
I just asked you. So
No, I think the rain scared off a few people, but let's go and have a chat with David here. Now then, Mr. Isman, can we get a little, would like a little chat?
Yeah, can do.
So, found Mr. David Lishman here in the paddock. So you're not racing this weekend, but you are racing back in England still, aren't you?
Yeah, we're still racing. We're having an engine rebuilt at the moment, but we'll be back out later in the season. But we thought we'd come and support our friends over here, so we're in the Tony Thurkel paddock. He's kindly been putting us up, and looking forward to what's now looking like a dryish race. So.
Yes, I think we had the nasty downpour just about 15 minutes ago, and it's but now the blue sky's out, and hopefully it looks like it might be staying.
Yeah, well, there's one more solo race to go, I think, so hopefully they'll dry a bit of the track up, and it'd certainly be okay.
Well, I don't know if you just heard that, but there's a rumour that's going around that they might be putting a Sidecar out next.
Oh, right.
But that's not confirmed yet. Just speaking to Jill there in scrutineering, and she just told me that. But so, do you think that'll make a difference, sir?
I think having spoke to people, some people obviously are not that keen on the wet, so but the lads who were quick yesterday in the wet are going to be quick today, aren't they? So hopefully we can get a better race, because it got a bit strung out yesterday, but I think if some people can get off the line, and if Greg can keep going and make it into a proper race for everybody.
Yeah, no, definitely. And there's a fair chance out there it might end up being in betweeny weather. So with your sort of, for want of a better word, that sounded quite childish, I do apologise, but sort of dry patches and wet patches out there. In your experience of racing, what does that mean as a driver?
Well, it's certainly the first lap is always, that's why you have the first warm-up lap to find out where the conditions are. So at least then, if you know there's a dry area, you can push harder there. If it's damp, you know you're going to have to be a bit more careful. But it does make it a bit sort of unpredictable, and going off the racing line, the likelihood is it's going to be damper, and so you've got to take some chances. But everybody who's out there, they're all experienced, so they'll do the best they can.
Now then, of course, try and keep on biased in this next question, David, but if to put you on the spot, 1, 2, 3, who are you saying?
I think I can't see beyond Marvin. Sepe, I spoke to him, and he just doesn't think he's got the pace down the long straights. So I think they're 1 and 2, and then
battle's on for third, basically.
Yeah, I think the battle is on for third. Yeah. So Greg was going well yesterday before he had his unfortunate mishap. So perhaps he may pinch the third space, but I think Tony's still in with a shout. Yeah. So
yeah, this meeting, exceptionally, I think it's very much experienced against youth, isn't it? It's quite interesting to watch.
Yes, yeah, because you have got. I think somebody described them yesterday as the stupid young ones or whatever. So they're clearly pushing a little bit harder. The experienced ones are using their knowledge to stay safe, and we'll see which is the best tactic.
Bang on. Right, yeah, no, thank you very much, David. But I'll leave you to it, because obviously the Sidecar are going out next year. I haven't got a lot of time to help Tony get himself sorted, but can we just get free with it?
Okay.
Marvellous. Have a good afternoon.
Cheers.
David Willisman there, of course, he races with his daughter Flo on a domestic circuit. They're doing quite well. Now then, let's see if we can find anybody else that's lurking about the tents in the paddock. I tell you what, it may have brightened up a little bit, but that wind is still pushing. It's doing my hair right nightmare. Although you're not coming to see my hair, have you? Coming to see Sidecars. Do apologise, I went a bit faster, didn't I? Stuart. Right, good. We got on there, just getting himself ready. See if we can catch up with him in a little bit. I think he's just a bit busy with 1 or 2 bits of things. Because I had a problem yesterday, he'd be wanting to rectify those and get out on a very good result today. Anybody else looking them out here? No, then let's see if we can catch up with. No. Is it? Albert.
Yes.
Would you like a little word and Eliza also? Okay. So it's the last day of the pre-TT today. You've got one more race. How are you feeling before this race?
Oh, great. We're looking forward. It's so fantastic to be here. Great.
Fantastic. You had some problems in the first qualifying.
The second practice, the full line blocked, so therefore the engine starved. It was a simple failure. Yeah.
But you've got it all sorted for yesterday's race. And it was good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, go on.
We enjoyed it really, really, really very much.
What's it like compared to the circuits you've raced on so far?
There's no comparison because this is the top. This is the top. You're going through a graveyard, on the houses, on the edges. You won't experience this anywhere. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And Eliza, how is it to passenger around here? Is it a new experience for you?
Yes, of course, it's a new experience. It's really nice here. Yes, I don't know what I say. It's really nice.
And you have the big BMW in there. It's the loudest thing I think I've ever heard in this paddock, but it's a beautiful machine.
Yeah, it's a beautiful machine. It's very loud, but I love it. That it's so loud.
Superb. And you raced with the Prometheus Cup in the continent?
No, not yet. We are just considering. Mainly, we are racing in Austria and Germany. But this time is for me the fourth time on the pre-TT because it's so fantastic. Yeah.
Superb. And it is your first time, is it?
Yes, it's my first time.
Oh, super.
But I love it really much here.
Brilliant. I think I saw you. Were you at Oschersleben last year?
Oschersleben?
In
Hockenheim.
Hockenheim.
Yeah.
And you were going well in the championships. You were winning in it.
In the former years, we won twice the International German Hinclibe Championship, and the FEM European Championship. We were 3 years the second. Yeah.
Superb. So you have quite a big portfolio of racing behind you.
Yeah. But in the old days we did for mountain races, but now we love circuit races. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Much more speed.
So what is the plan for today? Just go out and have fun and try.
To have just fun, and going there around is it's like a hell ride,
Perfect. And what do you think of the conditions today? It will be a little bit dry, a little bit wet out there.
It will be mixed, I think, dry and wet. Yeah.
And how does that affect your passenging?
Sorry?
How does that affect your passenging? Will it be any different to normal passenging when it is a mixed conditions?
No.
Okay.
It's the same.
Brilliant.
Yeah, for me it's the same. I have to go out and I have to go over him.
Well, there we go. What a smiling, happy team this is. All the best. Have a fantastic day today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much. Yeah.
Marvellous. Perfect, thank you. Now, we're speaking to people like those that put your faith back in Sidecar racing, isn't it? When you see them just happy to be here, having a fantastic result, they're just going out there and riding their bike on this beautiful circuit, on this, well, it's pretty much a beautiful day, isn't it now? It's not too bad at all. Now, I've just heard the siren there for the solo, so what we said before, the Sidecars will be going out after this solo race here. So we have got approximately 25 minutes to wait. Look at this van. That is a tremendous van. That is Andy Haynes, is Stormtrooper back. James? Couldn't get a quick chat with one of you, could I? Oh, no. So, Greg Lambert here in the van just chilling out before his race. You had a problem yesterday. What happened yesterday?
Chain snapped. Didn't lead. Coming up to last corner. For second lap, so my luck at the Southern 100 again, pre-TT strikes again, so we'll see. New chain on and we'll give it another go.
Spot on, but as I said, it was a new bike coming in, new bike this year for you, this meeting, and you think you've got it set up and you feel good, apart from the chain of course, you think you've got a good set for it?
The bike's very quick, it's certainly good enough to win, without a shadow of a doubt. It's like, you know, I was nearly 8 seconds quicker than anybody in the wet the other night, and it was just like, I could feel it on the first lap just starting to jump a little bit, and I don't know why. So anyway, when we finished, all the Regina chainers, all the plates have split. So, I mean, it's got a lot of power, but even so, you know, it's just one of them things. It's got a new chain on, and all we can do is just go and try it. And so let's just hope a bit of Manx Lady Luck might just kick in a bit, and we'll see. Bit despondent at a minute, but yeah, I'd like to be up there. It'd be like, yeah.
Well, you're setting off third off the grid again today, so you've got a couple of carrots in front of you. Do you think that'll help, especially in these mixed conditions coming out?
If I can get a clean run, I'm off. It's as simple as that. There's no messing about today. It's just like, if I can get a clean run off that line, then it's head down, and you know, I want to bring it home and hopefully try and produce what I was doing the other night, you know, which was in the lead. And well, I was only having a look around because it was bad conditions. So I was just having a look around to see how bad it was, because through Joey's gate there was a lot of green leaves down and it was awfully slippy. So we'll see what happens. It is drying up. It's going to be all right, and we'll just take it from there. So yeah,
So we had the downpour before, though. So I mean that like you say, it might be a little bit slippy through a few places. Do you think your experience around this circuit is going to play into your hands a little bit?
Well, I don't know. I mean, these lads have just won. They're young and everything else. That experience might slow me down a little bit, but at the same time, as long as I bring it home on 3 wheels, that's the main thing, because it's all right being excited round here, but once it bites you, and the walls, and it's just like, yeah, I'd like to think we'll be all right. The experience is like, I'd like to think of kicking a little bit, and we'll see. I'll try as best I can with what I've got and conditions we've got, but I will be having a look around on warm-up lap, and if it's not 100% or it's not good enough to go, then I'm just going to ride it to what it is, you know, regardless of result. I'll just want to enjoy it and finish it.
You're the only team here that are both doing the pre-TT and the TT. Does that might play in a little bit of factor as well, does it?
Yeah, of course it has to, you know. It's a massive commitment coming to the TT. You know, it's my 30-odd year. I'm taking the newcomers tomorrow if it goes ahead, you know, leading them away. So, yeah, there's a bigger picture for me for sure. Without going silly here, you know, I don't want to not do the TT, you know. I don't want to let anybody down, including myself. So we'll just see how it goes, and we'll ride it accordingly, and what will be will be.
Perfect. Well, that's what we can look for. All the best for today, and good luck. Have a good race.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
Yeah, very well. Have a good one. Now, James, I want to get on to you now, because you're having a tremendous season so far, aren't you?
Yeah, really good. Yeah. It's been great. Yeah, we're still on my pre-injection bike at the minute. We're doing the FSRA pre-injection, and we're leading that and having a really good run with that. So it's fun, enjoying it, liking it. It's nice to be on them top steps, and nice feeling for my second year in. So yeah, we're coming on well. Got an injection bike I'm building at the minute that's nearly finished. So yeah, we'll hopefully move up a little bit in the Bemsey as well, and see if we can get on some top steps there as well.
Superb. So, and what story we've got behind James and Greg here? Because James, obviously, you came right through Greg Lambert's Sidecar school, and now you've got a load and load of success behind it.
Yeah, went to the Sidecar school there just for a bash, just having gone to Sidecar. Instantly hooked. Greg took me under his wing. He's helped me come along great, and I mean, without Greg's help and his tuition from Greg and Greg's passengers, then we wouldn't have been where we are. My passenger Titch, he's from the school the same day I was there, and Greg's just put us together, paired us up, and helped us all along. So it's been great. It's been tremendous. You know, we wouldn't be doing as well as we are doing without Greg's help and without the school. Well, I wouldn't have got into it without the school. So yeah, what Greg's doing, he's fantastic. You know, and I can't thank him enough myself for what he's done to help me come along and all his advice. It's priceless, you know. And Greg's helping me along. We've got a view coming to the TT next year, so Greg's going to take me under the wing next year and help me get along and show me the ropes, sort of thing. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Perfect. And you mentioned there also, you said you might come through the school and stuff, but you mentioned a couple of championships there, the pre-injection championship and the Bempty championship. Could you just tell me a little bit about those? Because they're not anybody can race them, but a lot of people come through the ranks through those championships, don't they?
Yeah, I mean most people tend to start away at club level. So the Pembrey is one of the best clubs you can race with. Really, it's the oldest club that's out there. There's some stiff competition in there. They're not slow riders, so for us to be sat fourth, we're doing really well with it. I mean the FSRA, we in the F2, in the pre-injection championship, we are doing really well with that. I mean the bike's set up perfect now. We had last year on it, and I've got it dialed in lovely now and set up right. So we're away with it sort of thing. So having some really good battles with Greg, which is great. We're always swapping positions and battle royal, which is good fun. It's not silly, but it's good fun.
And it's not slow either, because for your second year, to battle at that pace, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, again, that's Greg's help and tuition. We've really jumped on board with it and taken on all Greg's advice, and he's helped us out massively, and we've just come along tremendously, really. So it's good. We're enjoying it.
Oh, fantastic. Do you think we'll be seeing you on the island, you and Titch coming on the island in the future?
Hopefully Southern 100 this year. Fingers crossed. As long as I get this injection bike done and set up, we'll be here. If not this year, and if the bike's not right, we'll definitely be here next year. Like I said, the TT, and we'll definitely do the Southern next year if we don't get here this year. So we've got our first roads meeting. We're doing Oliver's Mountain with pre-injection at Scarborough, so that's going to be a bit of an eye opener for us for this first roads. So looking forward to that. A little bit nervous, but still looking forward to it.
Fantastic. So we've got another new race coming to the roads, coming to the Isle of Man in the near future. That's just great news for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Right, all the best. It'll be good.
Thank you very much, Jack.
We're going to just get a freewheeling off you. Marvellous. Superb. Leave you to it. Right, now we've got a few faces kicking about in the... Now we just feel a few spots of rain just coming back again. Now that's... I don't think it's going to get too heavy. The sky's looking not too bad, and the forecast isn't meant to be awful, but then the forecast said it was going to be good today, and you saw what happened before. So hopefully it won't get much heavier than this, and I can hear the solos going out now, which must mean that the Castletown course has decided that it's acceptable conditions to race, which is what we want to hear. Now you can see here just the pole sitters and the current and the winners from yesterday, Marvin Van Erlen and Troy Klinker, just in their tyre pressures there on those Avon tyres. They'll be wanting to get a good result on that Triumph Triple. No, it's okay. Do you want a little word, Troy?
That's okay.
Okay, I'll get down to you. So you've had an outstanding weekend so far, Troy.
Yeah.
How they must put you in on good stead to come into today.
Yeah, you need to rest out a lot before this race and just simulate the circuit in your head. And it's in my head now, so we'll see.
So do you do that before every race? Do you have like a pre-training program?
Yeah, I get the map in front of me, and then I'm going to time how long I'm doing in my head, and it comes out to be the lap. So it's good.
Oh, fantastic! And do you do anything else before a race? Do you have a stretch? Do you eat? Do you concentrate on what you eat and stuff?
Yeah, I always take a sweet.
Yep.
And just stress myself and think about the laps we're going to do.
Yeah. Fantastic. And how's the driver? He looks very focused today.
Yeah.
He looks. Is he ready for the race?
Yeah, I think so.
Superb. Have you adjusted the bike at all from yesterday, or you thought?
No, just cleaned it up and just another one.
Yeah.
Another race. We'll see.
Marvellous. Well, thank you very much, Troy. All the best today, and hope we have a really good race. Have you got any plans, or just the same again? Just go fast and go.
Go fast.
Go fast.
Go fast.
Perfect. Well, can we get a free win? Marvellous. Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
4 laps.
Still 4 laps. That's good to know. That's obviously. I think they delayed the solos before. I think they red flagged the solo race before. Because of the rain, and they brought it in, but look, that means that there's been no delays, and we can still run a 4-lap race, which would be very entertaining to watch. No, come on, we must be able to find some more people. I mean, like I say, weather's not the pleasantest of weathers to be wandering about speaking to speaking to me?
Yep.
Yeah. So here we go again. You've seen him many times before. It's Adolf Hanni. How are you getting on, Adolf? You keeping well?
Yeah, thank you.
Good stuff. What do you think of the pre-TT so far?
Yeah, it's a nice time for me. I drive 94 with Steve Ebbs British Championship. Okay. And I like this. I see it's very, very hard races. And all the British driver, I have a big respect in the World Championship where I drive 30 years. I see the school is very hard and beautiful. I like this.
Yeah. It's very good. And and the racing here yesterday was a fantastic race in the wet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good. For me, it's this tension a little bit there, but it's for all the driver, yeah, it's beautiful.
And how do you think it will be today?
Yeah, I hope so. It's not rain. Yeah. Then maybe it's a better race and not this danger. Yeah. It's better. Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so too, but it seems like it should be a little bit drier than it was yesterday. I think that sun is keeping off. But obviously, you come to many of the World Championship meetings, and the World Championships are going quite well at the moment, aren't they, for sidecars?
Yeah. Sorry, no, I 100% understand. Sorry,
no, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not many bikes in the World Championship. What do you mean?
No, the World Championship. How is it looking? How do you think the World Championship is going at the moment, Adolf?
Yeah, I have a team in the World Championship, the Peckup, Hyvarinta, and I go and help him a little bit. And yeah, it's a good time. It's not many drivers. It's a little bit. Then not so good. I hope so. It's more. In the beginning of the season, it's many teams, but in the last, I think, is maybe 15, 16. And before, I drive my first race in Spa-Francorchamps, 83 is 61 bikes in the training and 30 is in the start. This is a long time, but it's very, very nice. It's good.
I see. Yes, I think there was 9 bikes finished at Estoril in the last round. It is a shame to see, but hopefully there is a lot of good rounds to come of the World Championship, so hopefully it should be good.
Yeah, I hope so. The problem is for PIS 94, the driver have a little bit of prize money. You fight with me, have a little bit money, but it's when you have not a little bit money, you come now in the TV, then it's a big problem for sponsorship. This is crazy.
But yes, so hopefully it shall get better. But we're in for a good race today. But the rain is staying here. I think it needs to be a bit hotter today.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Anyhow, I will let you go. But good to speak to you.
Thank you. All the best.
All the best. Right. So Tom, what are you thinking, Tom?
What am I thinking?
Yeah. You're looking out there very thoughtfully.
I'm thinking I'm going to stay in here so my hair stays dry.
I know.
It's just started spitting again.
You all set? Are you all ready to go? You and your levers?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't realise the time, and then all of a sudden it was like, right, we should probably think about getting ready.
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes to go.
About 10 minutes. So.
Yeah. Oh, what do you do to prepare for a race?
Put my levers on. Put my helmet on.
And go.
That's about it, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There's no rituals. I know a lot of people have lucky socks. Some people touch wood before they go out. No, just
get on and go.
Yeah. So everything all right? Yeah, cool. Off we go.
Fantastic. And so it's going to be in between conditions, I think, now, isn't it, with this downpour and it's drying up. Does that affect your passenger at all?
Just have to read it on the warm-up lap to see where it's wet, where it's dry. It'd obviously be no good for an F1 or an F2 because it'd be in between tyres, but these just run the same tyres everywhere, so just got to get on with it.
So what? So you mentioned the tyres there. So what? So on F2 and F1 racing, they change tyres for the wet and stuff like that.
Yeah. The modern stuff have slick tyres for the dry and then quite severely cut tyres for the wet. Just to move as much water away. These classic boys just run the same tyres regardless of the weather. So,
and why is that? Is that just a regulation? Or?
I think it is regs. I don't know the other reason. I assume it's regulated, but I don't know why it's regulated in that way. You'll have to ask someone paid more than me.
Well, I'll leave you to it, I'll leave you to get in the zone and
nice one.
whatever you do. So, but come just get free wheeling off you, Tom.
You on this hand?
No, whatever hand you want. All of it. Have a go on, mate. Now then, if you just have a look at the back of this bike, this is a little down here. We've got a thing, and it's basically a little rolling road powered off this electric battery here. You've got a starter motor battery there, and what it does, because the engine doesn't have a starter motor, I let this gentleman demonstrate actually. Because the engine doesn't have a starter motor, it has the need to be bumped off like you would in a car. So it sits in first gear, and it turned the back wheel, which turns the engine, almost turned it backwards in sense. But here's Comus Bowman, and I think he's just going to demonstrate for us how to start a classic sidecar. Comus Bowman and Nikolai Klinker, they had quite a good race yesterday actually. Now here, if you have a look, just focus on the back, press the button there, turns the wheels, turn the wheel, he drops a clutch, and it starts a bike. And then he gets out of gear there. Now that's unconventional, isn't it? Oh, but now it's started again. Those beautiful sounds of the engine. So, I'll give you a little talk around them if you like. So if you want to have a little look at the first bike there, we got, as I say, that was Comus Bowman and Nikolai Klinker on a 900 Westlake MR equipped. They went well in the wet yesterday, and I should be hoping for another good result again today. And then following on, we've got the number 11 of former champions, last year race winner of Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves. They finished 4th in the wet yesterday. They've got that big 1275 Vincent engine in there on the Bella chassis. It should be okay. And there we have one of the most exciting teams in this paddock this weekend. Sepe Noel, Kobe de Hook on that 21 BMW outfit. It's got quite interesting fairing on that one, but there we go. And there we have it. 56, Marvin Van Meulen and Troy Klinker, they have dominated this weekend so far. They've come on, they've put it on pole, and then they won race 1 yesterday. I'm sure they'll be hoping for another for another result like that. As I said, the 750 chassis is slightly better in the way, slightly more easier to handle, just because of the less power into that small narrow tyre on the back wheel. But no, I'm sure they will be exceptional to watch. I think this in-between conditions could level out a lot of people. Now if you just go behind me there, we've got the 69 machine of Greg Lambert and Andy Hayes. We were just speaking to them before. They said they broke the chain yesterday on the warm-up lap, which was on the first lap, which was gutting for them. You speak to Greg, he loves this circuit, and it means really quite a lot to him going around here. It's a beautiful imp outfit there. Now, if you just have a little look down on the other side of the paddock, Lena, you have a little look down this down the other side of the holding bay. We got once again the third place finishes yesterday, the number 24 BMW 1070 machine of Tony Ferkel and William Mobley. Now both of those have done this circuit countless times. Tony Ferkel, of course, former TT competitor. He's has years of experience. And William Mobley as well, he is a fantastic passenger that knows this circuit like the back of his hand. They will be very, very interesting to watch here. And the in-between conditions, it's years of racing that you need to know exactly what this bike is going to do. That's not to say that the newcomers don't know either. There we have June Christian and Julie Hardesty. Now, these unfortunately had been plagued with problems all weekend. Now, it's fantastic to see him back out in the holding bay. They haven't had the best of the weekend, and I see if I can just get a word with June now. Would you like a little more? Would you like to talk? You okay? So, Julie, so you haven't had the best of weekend so far, have you?
No, not so far. So we've got 2 bikes here this weekend, and we've had some technical problems on both. This is a new bike to us, so we're just trying it out today. So we're newcomers. So as long as I get a finish, I'll be happy.
Fantastic. So how many laps have you completed so far this weekend?
We did the race yesterday.
Yeah.
We did a couple of practice laps, but we did the race on the Norton yesterday. So this is a Westlake, a Norwich Westlake. So we're hoping to complete the race on this one today.
Fantastic. And is it a big difference of bikes? Is it different to passenger? Is it more difficult? Or?
Yes, it is very different. This one's got more torque, so totally different way of passengering. So.
And obviously the conditions are a lot different to yesterday as well, so that'll be playing a factor as well. But.
Yes, that will be a big factor. So hopefully if it stays like this, it'll be perfect.
Perfect. And as you say, you're newcomers here, so what are you making of the circuit then? Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, we travel all across Europe. We organise the Prometheus Cup.
Yeah.
So my driver and I, and one or two other people, we organise the Prometheus Cup. But there's nothing like this track. Jardine in Belgium, that's similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is quite unique, as everybody says.
The next round of the Prometheus Cup is at East Fortune, is it, with the Bon Mac?
No, this year we're going to Zolder in Belgium at the same time. So unfortunately, they clash the meetings because we do like to support East Fortune. But we're going to Zolder this year for a change.
Fantastic. And the Prometheus Cup, it's got a very healthy grid all the time, hasn't it?
Yeah, we get between late 40, 45, 46 teams that are signed up. They don't do every round, some pick and choose, and some concentrate on the championship. So it's a good mix. That's
probably the healthiest grid in Sidecar racing. If you looked at the Formula 1 British Championship last weekend at Donington Park, there was only 9 bikes finished that race. Yeah. So that's fantastic to have that amount of number going around the world.
Yeah, the Prometheus Cup this weekend are in Assen.
Yeah.
So we've got a full grid in Assen. They finish racing now for the weekend. But Juan and I, we've never been here, so we chose to come here. But we'll be back on the Prometheus Cup rounds in June.
Wow, fantastic, well, superb. Well, all the best, not only for today, but for the Prometheus Cup in general. I'm sure we'll be seeing you again at Cadwell Park.
Oh yes, yeah. We've got a healthy, as you said, a healthy grid, healthy support. We have people all over Europe, Polish, Swiss, Belgium, Dutch, French, English obviously. So yeah, we've got a healthy grid and we need to keep sidecars alive.
Absolutely, that should be on a t-shirt and everybody should be wearing it. But so just come back to today. Have you got any plans, or are you just going to go out there and get the best you can?
No, we're newcomers here and it's a new bike to us, so if we see the finish, I will be punching the air. That's all I care about.
Perfect, well, spot on. Have a fantastic race and see you afterwards.
Thank you.
We get freewheeling off.
Thank you.
Marvellous. Superb, great to catch up with them. And what a championship that Prometheus Cup is, named after the great Florian Prometheus. He was a tremendous Sidecar racer back in the day, Swiss Sidecar racer. Anyhow, behind the camera there we've got the number 29 outfit of Adam Pope and Jonathan Christopher. That's the only sit-up outfit, if you like, the one that looks more like the conventional outfit you might see on Monash Grommet or something like that, but believe me, it is much faster than anything like that, and it's so beautifully turned out. It's incredible. Now on your right of us here we've got the 67 outfit of Alan Warner, Tom Dawkins. We caught up with both of them quite a lot this weekend, and they're all just here just to get some good finishes, have good races, and most importantly have fun, which is, isn't that what we're all here for? Now then, I was going to the last outfit currently in the Horner Bay, is number 66 of Albert Cropper and Eliza Pills. The smiliest team in the paddock. They were incredible when we spoke to them before. And just opening out for a great race on that Red Arrow. It's unfortunate Eddie Wright and Trevor Johnson decided to pull out of today's race. We caught up with Trevor before, there were just too many problems going on with the bike. I do apologise, a bit close to that machine there. And unfortunately, you can just see in the back there, we've got Sidecar, they're going to be out now, so there's a little bit of a delay. But I don't think, Kenny, we're going to see that kettle go around this circuit. That's what an awful shame that is. We're still in the tent there getting ready. Dear, never mind. Anyhow, that means that we will have 11 outfits on the grid today, which is an ample race round here. Good luck, mate. There we go. I think it's maybe time over for interviews. Getting a bit too close to lights out now. They'll all be getting ready, all be getting nervous. But I'm so looking forward to this race. I'm really going to be very, very interested. As I keep saying, as I mentioned yesterday, there's experience and there's newcomers here. What a fight for this! It's new hand versus the old guard, as I say, and it'll be very interesting because, like you say, they've got the power and they've got the talent. There's no lack of talent in anybody in this paddock, but with those damp patches playing into fields, the more experienced riders are going to know where to look out for, and where's normally dry in conditions like this and where's normally wet in conditions like this. They're going to know all those little tricks of the trade around this circuit, and so yes, that might play into it. It'll be a very, very good race. It's almost like finishing a book, though, isn't it? You don't want to read the last page because then that means this beautiful meeting's over. But never mind, we've got a TT to come after that, so this isn't me saying goodbye. So I've just been informed they've got the course cars out on the circuit at the moment, just to they just go around at the end of every race just to check and make sure everything's in place and there's nothing obstructing the course. So that means at any moment now we're going to get the green light, the good to go board. The bikes will be warmed up, ready to sit there and ready to go, ready to launch. In my opinion, there's 5 outfits here that have a genuine good chance of the podium. I mean, of course, anybody can finish on the podium. It's racing. Nobody knows what can happen, especially here at the pre-TT on the Isle of Man. Anything can happen. But I think the podiums will be fought between, of course, number 69 of Greg Lambert and Andy Haynes. If you get that in enjoyment, that's going to be amazing. The 56, like I say, exceptional this weekend. Really exceptional drivers. And number 21, they proved how good they are yesterday. The former champions, Danny and Sharon, I think they've got a very good chance as well, especially if it's in the dry. And then I think Tony Ferkel as well is number 24. So he will be, his experience will pay off, and I think it will be a very. He's certainly got a good chance this fine afternoon. Now everything's gone silent now. Of course, he used to run these outfits around the TT. I bet that was around the main mountain course of the TT. But that was something insane to watch around there. Imagine being a front extra. Imagine going into Ramsey Hairpin with your head right close to that wall. But it's bad enough with your bum close to it, I can imagine. But people like the greats like Jock Taylor, when he first came here in 1978. 77 in the late 70s. His first outfit was a front extra with Alistair Lewis on, and he came and he won, and he won on the aggregate. He won the TT on the aggregate points in his first ever year, and that was on an open front exit bike, and then he went on to go with rear exits and more bikes. But basically, we call them classics. But of the time, these were the GP bikes. Look at that! Well, that's Ducati. Matter of fact, you're never going to know. Now, we touched on before about talking about the Cadwell Park Cycle Revival with with Alan Warner there. And that is an excellent meeting, and like I say, we've got F1s, F2s, classics, and club sidecars there, and so we can get yourself to that. Right, that is a 1 minute board. It's a 1 minute warning. Everybody's going to get ready now. The nerve they'll be hitting. It suddenly all becomes real in this X-ray. As those great big engines start up, the vibration runs through the ground, and those exhausts pop and shatter, and it's beautiful. Isn't it just beautiful to stand in this paddock once again? Oh, and the rope's gone. That means that we can get down to the holding bay now. Oh, it's started again. Three-wheelers around the world. We're going racing for a second and final time here at the Pre-TT Classic Races. Go down there. Catch up in a minute. All right, right, Jack. All right. Here we go. Right, let's go see him down at the start line. Let's go see him open the gates. Oh, you don't get them sound on the TT anymore, do you? So like they were saying, they'll be using that warm-up lap just to go out and see all the sides, see how much water that last downpour put down, see where the damp patches are, where the places they can push on in the dry. It'll be a very, very important lap, this sighting lap. How you doing? Of course, we had the course cars go out before. And they've obviously declared it suitable racing conditions to have a good race in. Again, it's 4 laps, which is 1 more lap than yesterday. That'd be. I can't speaking to Alan Warner yesterday before. He said he probably doesn't think there'd make that much difference. It's only 1 lap, but still 1 lap is about 3 minutes around this course, so it's quite a long time and quite certainly something to consider seriously. Look at the amount of spectators here, it's a fantastic turnout. And they're off, that's it, right, that's all, they're out on the sighting lap. Hopefully we can get down there to see the start. But it's happening. All the bikes got away there cleaning for the sighting lap, which is a very good sight. Of course, 11 bikes starting this. Not the 15 entered the meeting. 2 pulled their entry before the start, which took it down to 13. And of course, we had a couple of problems yesterday after yesterday's race. But 11 is a fine grid round here, and it's going to make for some excellently entertaining racing.
All right, mate.
All right.
Yes, that's great. Cheers.
Right. let's get set up for the race then. I don't know what that delayed on the start line, but the bikes are just coming round now. Seem to be taking quite a while. I don't think they would do with Radfin just coming down. Bikes going to the side now, line up on the grid.
got up here. Oh, we've got the back end. This is second. Wait, I can't hear any commentary yet. Be interesting where this, to see where they are with 4 wheels.
21 the newcomers. That's all.
Ciao, sobre el último.
How Charlie? Oh, perfect. What a race this.
Good fun. Good start by Hairpin. Let's not
So, Troy, that was a fantastic race. Your second win, pole position, winning race 1, winning race 2. That's just a perfect weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a perfect weekend.
Well,
it was harder than yesterday, but it was lovely.
You had to fight for that one. You had to battle all the way with Greg there.
Yeah, we got to give it all.
Oh, fantastic. But it's worth it, yeah?
Yeah.
There's no champagne tonight.
Yeah.
Perfect, well done, mate. Can we just get a free wheeling off you? Well done. I just picked this right. So yeah, we were just saying there, pole position, race 1 win, race 2 win. Tremendous.
Fantastic. No other words.
Superb, but you had to fight for this one today. You had a bit of a battle at the start with number 11, Danny Quirk.
Yeah, he had a very good start. Yeah. So we come pass by and it was very close to the first corner.
But then Greg Lambert, number 69, he pushed you all the way as well.
Yeah, I was looking behind and he was coming closer and closer. So we pushed it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And yeah, we won.
You won. Superb. So yeah, no, fantastic. Good race and congratulations.
Thank you.
Can we just get a free wheeling? See you on the podium again.
Thank you.
Tony. Now then, that was a good. What a battle that was for third there, eh? But he managed to take it.
I won it by about 0.6 of a second. We crossed finish line. I just out dragged him to checkered flag.
It was fantastic to watch. It was all three of you all dicing away. Yeah. You got a bit of a gap at one point, but then...
I know. Well, he outbraked me going into one at corners. But man had a little bit more top end than him.
Yeah.
A little bit more top end than him, so I could just... If straight was long enough, I could out-drag him or catch him up. And then he left his braking really late on Castletown, drifted out wide. I cut it short. He cut across in front of me, and then I just managed to out-drag him to the line. So that'll do.
Brilliant driving is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, what do you like having a battle that close on road circuit like this?
It makes it absolutely the best fun ever. It's what we all look forward to, is this? You know that.
Perfect. Yeah, so that champagne has tasted even better tonight after that fight, eh?
Well, we might be having the odd shirt, but that's it.
So well done again. 2 races, 2 podiums.
Yeah, same as last year.
Perfect. Can we get a free wheeling off you, William? Superb.
And he went down inside to block me, left it a bit late, drifted out wide. I cut the slack and then he cut in front of me.
Greg, Andy, could we just get a quick chat with you two? Sorry, Joe. So, no, that was a tremendous race. You stuck with the leaders all the way there, didn't you? It was really good to watch.
Yeah, it was. We were like right on his tail, but round the back section, I mean, I've big off here a lot of years ago, you know, and it's just like, yeah, no, they're young and they're full of it, and it's like they're past winners, and it's just like fair play to them. Rode beautiful, they did, and it was just like, I'm only prepared to go so much. I've got a bigger picture next week, and I enjoy the Southern, I enjoy the club, I enjoy the Classic. I was just saying there to Chris, that was it. If I didn't get a finish today, I've tried my heart out for years, you know, for years and years. It will be it, but not now. It's just like, that's broke me duck, and yeah, I right enjoyed it. Credit to winners, like right up the chuff, the last corner and whatnot, but just not quite close enough. But yeah, I enjoyed that, and it's great that the weather's come out for the club so they could get it all finished nicely in time. It's, for me, it's rounded off a real hard week. It's a real hard commitment to come to this, as well as doing the TT and getting ready for that. We still not got our bike ready for TT, and we're leading newcomers tomorrow, you know, weather permitting.
Now then, so I really thought, I think they're just trying to get the podium, totally cut you off there, but get up there and get your prizes.
No, I can't do it with that, Anne.
Ah, super. And well done you, Andy, and all. It must be a very good hard race for you.
Well done, guys. There we go. All done. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, the final presentation from Cheeston Rentals Sidecar race number 2. Who's done the presentation, George? Oh, the guys from Blackford, yeah. Representatives of Blackford. Okay, William, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
hello. Greg finished second.
Tom in second place, didn't finish in the first one, but he's finished and he will be back. So he says, Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes. And the double for number 56, Marvin Vermeulen and Troy Clinker.
Just there.
Give us a sec, get a photograph first. Guys, everyone here, quick photo.
Fantastic. Hey, super. Just run through again, you got Marvin Van Erlen, taking a win. Followed by Troy Clinker on the chair, then Greg Lambert and Andy Haynes, and then Tony Firk going to win in Montmolino Space Champagne. I'm going to get out of the way. Get a good swig of that, William. You've earned it. Well, Chris.
Oh yeah, sign off.
So,
all right,
there we go. So, Chris, what a fantastic end to a fantastic weekend of racing, eh?
Yeah, well, something. Yeah, it's a little breezy and a little bit cold, but I tell you what, it was really warming up out there. That was some race, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was close.
That was one of the best races I've seen round this Motor ISLE Billown circuit for quite some time.
Yeah.
The front two, yes, they broke away, but Greg was not letting Marvin go one little bit. And then that battle for third, freeway battle round this road, this narrow road circuit. It's just insane.
Oh yeah, that's all right. You know, I think heck, that was one appetizer we have here, right? We're getting ready to head north, eh?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think that's a good omen. We got some great racing coming out here, right? Just getting started, right? Yeah. Oh, no. So, yeah. So, in any case, you're getting ready for tomorrow now.
Absolutely, yes. So yes, from one thing to another, we've gone from the pre-TT, like you say, the appetizer there, the starter to the main course of the TT, which starts or should start tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just what an amazing. Just watch you back there. Sorry. What an amazing weekend we've had so far. What an amazing weekend, full of new faces, full of some faces we've seen before. And essentially, it's just been brilliant. Just get a look at that outfit, eh?
That's
Paul,
beautiful.
they just dominated this weekend, didn't they, Chris? They
Yeah,
took
they
pole
did.
position, they took the first win and the second win today.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations to Marvin and Troy.
Yeah.
Good boys, yeah.
And with Troy being a newcomer.
Hey, come over here. You guys just come just quick. We're signing off here.
Yeah,
We're
just saying
congratulating you guys
Thank you.
again.
Thank you.
Come on, congratulations
Thank you.
again. Some race there, hey? Would you already been interviewed? Did you catch everything with it? I've been on the sidelines here. Everything okay?
Yeah.
You can't be, right? Oh, number one, hey?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very good.
Twice.
Indeed.
Oh, beautiful. All right.
Superb.
Well, thanks a lot.
So we will be seeing you back here again.
You never know.
Well, brilliant. Well, thank you very much that's it for us here at the pre-TT on this fantastic Motor ISLE Billown circuit. So all that's left to say, Chris, is freewheelers.
Oh yeah, three-wheeling guy.
By the sport, for the sport.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love it.
Oh, it's the best circuit ever. It's just amazing. I mean, a lot of close walls, but just so nice to be back out.
Yeah, my first time on the island, first time racing here, so all being well, it should go good.
I'm still thinking, hold on, I'm going to go out and be like, what corner is this again? But remembering some of it, we'll get there.
I've got a lot of admiration for all the passengers. We can only avoid as quick as good as the passenger lets us say.
Yeah, it goes very well. I really enjoy it.
It's just more bumpy than anything I'd ever done before.
Yeah, it's very quick, challenging, so a lot different. There's a bit more furniture here, let's say, so yeah, we'll go out and see what we can do this afternoon.
What a race that was. It was exciting for us to watch. Incredible.
Oh, slippy.
Yeah.
I couldn't work any of the lefts properly because if I did, the back would spin out. But we made it work, didn't we?
Yeah, you made it work. You had a couple of hairy moments, didn't we? Makes you go, ooh.
Yeah, it was good fun. I mean, Jack said he wanted a race with his dad, so that was a race with his dad, wasn't it?
Really good. I mean, last year we came in, I couldn't race because I was injured. To come back and get a podium, yeah, well placed, and especially for William.
Absolutely loved it. It's a brilliant race.
Yeah, a bit slicker in the wet, but that's all the more fun, isn't it?
It was spectacular to watch you two battle out for first, so well done. I know it wouldn't be the way that you want to finish it, but...
No, excellent to get a win on my first time here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was very, very fast. Thank you, Jack. I was just hoping to stay on, to be honest, and I did that, so it was a win for me.
Driver's mistake, hitting a neutral and gifting the win, but he deserves a win. He's done very well this weekend.
Yeah, it was all right, was that? Fortunate Jack missed his gear and took advantage.
Pleased with that, very pleased. Good end to the pre-TT weekend.
The problem with racing here is it makes everything else seem a bit of a step down.
Oh, I love it. There's nowhere better, is there? Great club, great people. It's just great, isn't it?